The vernal equinox is about a month in our rearview mirror, but winter's icy grip is finally letting up. We've had days for spring sports. This afternoon, Dragons welcome in the Wolves from Clarkston High School. We've got it all for you here on Orion Neighborhood Television. Pregame is underwritten by Malash's Palace, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. The Malash family has been providing automotive services to the Lake Orion area. Give them a call at 248-393-2222. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Doug Corliss. It's a cloudy, kind of a blah day here at Lake Orion, but finally we're able to play some spring sports. Ought to be a good one today. The Clarkston Wolves come in ranked number 1 in the state, going up against the undefeated Lake Orion Dragons. For the game, they said to get practice time in on their regular fields, but just trying to get games in. They've had to do round robin tournaments. Coach Joe Watroya told me that yesterday was the first day on the varsity field. They've had a couple games. They've been relegated over to the JV field simply because of the drainage and the weather conditions. Overcast, a little bit of rain in the forecast today, but we should be able to get this game in. As we said, Clarkston undefeated. Talking with Coach Peters before the game, and he just said that the girls have been very loose during all this. They don't take themselves too seriously. They still have fun, and the old one game at a time. The loss. We will see at the end of the pregame has been sponsored by Malash's Palace, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. The Malash family has been providing automotive services to the Orion area since the 1960s. Give them a call at 248-393-2222. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Jerry Mathers, and I have diabetic peripheral neuropathy, or DPN. DPN most often damages nerves in the hands and feet, causing pain, numbness, or even total loss of feeling, and it's become a leading cause of lower limb amputation. If you have diabetes, be proactive, monitor your glucose levels, take your medication, and maintain proper foot health with your podiatrist. It worked for me.
Field. Pop up, left field. Over the head of the left fielder. Katie digging for second. She's in with a stand-up double. That'll bring up number 12, Sierra Kirsten. Runner on second with one out. Left-handed batter stands in with a ball low and away. It's a bunt in front of the plate, and it's a good one. No play anywhere. Good bunt dropped right in front of the plate. Paige Blevins stands in. Strike on the inside corner. Runner goes to second. Evens account 1-1. 2 on, 1 out here in the top of the first. Swing and a miss. Ball high in the zone, swung right through it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Inside, evens account at 2-2. This is a young Clarkston team. There are only 3 seniors on the squad. Ball high, fills the count up at 3-2. Third. Throw runners out and run scores. That'll bring up Naya Ansel. With a runner on third and 2 out. Strike. So runner on third with 2 out. Fly ball center field, going back to the wall. Good, great catch. Tessa Nuss up against the wall. And the Wolves are retired. 1 run on 1 hit. And we go to the bottom of the first. Clarkston goes out to a 1-0 lead. What a catch out in center field by Tessa Nuss. Went right up against the fence and snagged it. So we will set the Clarkston defense. Livy is the pitcher. Hannah Chadwell is at third. Abby Tolmie is at first. Number 12, Sierra Kirsten, is at second. Can't see. Number 5, Paige Blevins, is at short. Hannah Caddy is the catcher. Ansel, I believe, is in center. Leading off for the Dragons, the center fielder. Always works out that way. You make a spectacular play, you end up leading off the inning. Tessa Noose leads off for the Dragons here at the bottom of the first. Dragons down 1. Livia Warrington. Strike on the outside corner. Tessa shortened up like she wanted to drop one down. Foul back out of play. Olivia Warrington can flat bring it. We were watching her during pre-games, and she can bring it home pretty quick. No balls, 2 strikes on the leadoff batter for the Dragons. Foul back out of play. Get a ball in. Clarkston has the infield in. Ball high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outfield normal depth. Another foul back out of play up against the screen. Tessa giving her a battle. Ball low and away, evens the count, 2-2. Ball outside, fills the count up, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Foul back out of play. About a 9-pitch at bat so far. Ball outside. Good at bat for Tessa Nuss, draws a walk to lead it off for the Dragons. Eden Bowes, number 0, the right fielder, stands in with a runner at first. Nobody out. Infield comes in tight, swing and a miss. Ball. Ball high. Infield in close at first and third. Ball high. That makes it 3-1. Ball low and away. Sorry, that made it 3-1. Bunt and a good one. Third baseman threw it to first. That'll go down as a 5-4 sacrifice. To move the runner up to second, brings up Susan Bilecki, the catcher. Runner on second, now 1 out. Hannah Chadwell, third baseman, made the play. Swing and a miss. Sierra Kirsten did a good job getting over to cover first. because Abby told me was charging in on the bunt. Foul right back here against the screen. Makes it no balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Got her on strikes. That's 2 down. Haley Melchert, second base person, steps in. Foul back out of play. Haley 50 coming into this game.
Go, Haley, base hit.
A runner on second, 2 out. Base hit to left field. Runner's coming home and got her at the plate. Good job by Hannah Katie to block the plate. And Tessa just could not get her toe in on the plate. That's a base hit. And then the out goes 7-6-2. So the Dragons, we played one, Clarkston leads 1-0. This presentation is brought to you by the Lake Orion High School program, video program, and neighborhood television. Live will be available all season long at www.nfhsnetwork.com. 50% of all proceeds go back into the award-winning video program here at Lake Orion High School. Orion Neighborhood Television thanks our student crews for their hard work and dedication to bring Dragon sports to the world.
You'd do anything to take care of that spot on your lawn. So why not take care of that spot on your skin? If you're a man over 50, you're in the group most likely to develop skin cancer, including melanoma, the cancer that kills 1 person every hour. Check your skin for suspicious or changing spots. Go to spotskincancer.org to find out what to look for. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
So stepping in for Clarkston here in the top of the second is Abby Barta. Takes a ball outside. Another ball outside, left-handed batter in against the right-handed pitcher. Three balls, no strikes. Ball 4 low. So Abby Barta is on with a walk. The pitcher, Olivia Worthington, steps in. Base hit into right field. That'll only get the runner to second. Eden Bowes got on the ball in a hurry and got it into second base. Hannah Chadwell. Two on, nobody out. Got a short stoppage in play. In tight at first. Third on. Gets past the third baseman and the pitcher and everybody. That land. So that loads them up with nobody out. Number 9, Anna Skvars. With the base hit, back out of play. Now you need a pop-up. And the situation is just get the ball in play. Ground ball through the hole. That'll be a base hit. That'll get a run in. One run in, the base is still loaded.
Next up, leadoff hitter, number 24, Abby Tolney.
Abby Tolney will bat. Abby was out pitcher to the first baseman. Ball high. One ball, no. Hot shot to the third base person, Peyton Shadiah, snagged it, got back for the double play. Great play by Peyton Shadiah. Fly ball, right field. Going back to the wall, caught. Dragons. That gets, she missed the catch. Here. So that'll bring up Sierra Kirsten. On the right fielder. And Hannah ends up on third. Clarkston pushed 3 across and he just hit her. So 2 out, 3 runs in. Coach for Troy is going to come out and kind of settle her down a little bit. So Paige Blevins, who was out on a grounder on a fielder's choice in the first, stands in with runner on first, runner on third, and 2 out. There goes to runner second, and that will not be changed. Ball high makes it 2-0. Anna Skvars is on deck. They're going to walk Paige Blevins. That'll load the bases. That brings up number 7, Nia Ansel. Flew on a great play by Tessa Nuss to end the first inning. Ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Bases loaded, 2 out. Ground ball to short. Only plays at first. And they called her safe. So that'll be an infield single. Scores a run. Abby Barta steps in. Abby walked to start this inning. Ball outside. This is still loaded. 2 out. 3-0. Called strike. Makes the count 3-1. Ball low. So for the second time this inning, Abby Barta gets a walk. Olivia Warrington on. Coming up, she singled earlier in the up, caught Cassidy Carson, and the Dragons get out of the inning. But Clarkston pushes across 4 at the midway point of the second inning. Clark. So Dragons going to be looking to push some runs across. They had 1 runner on in the first. And they'll look to try to get something going here in the bottom of the second. Five. No, you're right. Just trying to make sure the scoreboard's correct. Cassidy Carson steps in. Cassidy coming in hitting .579 on the young season. Ball off the catcher's glove, back to the screen. Makes it a 2-0 count. They've now changed the scoreboard to 6-0. Foul back this way. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cassidy, a senior, puts a ball into right field for a base hit. He's out. Today with a runner on and nobody out. Bunt. And a good one. Only play is at first. And Cassidy's going to hold up at second. So sacrifice bunt by Peyton. Goes out 5-3. Bethany Gardner, the first playing first base tonight, steps in. Swing and a miss. Another swing and a miss. Infield back. Got her on strikes.
That was terrible.
So that'll bring up, that's 2 down. We'll bring up Aaron Schroeder. Aaron playing left field tonight. Ball outside. She's up with a runner bottom of the second. Dragons down by 6. Ball high. Swing and a miss. Makes the count 2-1. Olivia Warrington's starting to get in a groove now. Swing and a miss. Evens the count 2-2. Got her on strikes. Dragons get a runner on second, but can't put it across. We've played 2. Clarkston 6 and the Dragons nothing. DVD copies can be purchased by calling Orion Neighborhood Television at 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060. For only $10, you can get a copy of not only this game, but any game or program in our broadcast vault. DVD copies 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060.
Today, a new creature walks among us, terrorizing innocent citizens. Until this threat can be contained, we must all be on the lookout for the dreaded digital deadwalkers.
Dude!
They're not looking out for you.
Engage!
A public service safety message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons, who want to keep everyone well connected with strong, healthy bones.
Well, you usually find it when a pitcher starts getting in a groove that you're not going to do much, and that's pretty much what Olivia Warrington did in the bottom of the second to the Dragons. Struck out the last 2 batters she faced. And for Clarkston to lead off the third, Hannah Chadwell foul back out of play on the right side off the first base side. No balls, one strike. Little Nibber to third, throw to first. She beat it out. Infield single for Hannah Chadwell. Puts a runner on first with nobody out. Anna Skvars steps in. She singled in the second. And a bunt. And throw to first. Overthrown. That's going to put runners on second and third. It got past Peyton Shadiah, and Courtney picked it up, and she had time, just rushed the throw, went over the head of Bethany Gardner at first. So that puts runners at second and third with nobody out. So that'll be safe on the error. Abby Tolmie steps in. She's 0 for 2 so far. Off-speed pitch comes in a little high. So runners on second and third and nobody out. Low and away makes it 3-0. Strike on the outside corner makes it 3-1. Pitcher in the first and hit a scorcher to Peyton Shadiah at third that Peyton turned into a unassisted double play. That one goes down the left field line, but foul. Fills the count up at 3-2. Dragons in at the corner. Full count. And here's the payoff. Foul down the third base line, out of play. And the 3-2 pitch. Nicked her. That'll load him up. Coach Troy is out. I believe they're going to have a little discussion as if she made a move to get out of the way of the pitch. And the end result is we still have the bases loaded with nobody out. Hannah Caddy is on. Hannah's 1 for 1. She was safe on an error by the right fielder. She's up with the bases loaded and nobody out. Here in the top of the third. Ground ball up the middle. That's going to get at least 2 in. Goes to the wall. That's going to clear the bases. A bases loaded double by Hannah Caddy pushes the lead to 9-0. Once that got through, the center fielder went over. Tessa Nuss went over, tried to cut it off. It just went all the way to the fence and cleared the bases. So that makes here in the Sierra Kirsten steps off the line. One out, top third. Over on top of the batting cage. No balls, 1 strike. Paige Blevin was safe on a fielder's choice, or hit into a fielder's choice in 2 plate appearances. She's up with a runner on second and 1 out. Ball high. Line drive right at Cassidy Carson. So 2 down. Naya Ansel steps in. She's flown to center field and singled in 2 plate appearances. Ball high. Pause in the action while we get a ball back into the umpire. 1 ball, no strikes. Ground ball up the middle for a base hit. That'll get a run in. So Clarkston increases their lead. Abby Barta steps in. Abby's walked in 2 plate appearances. She's up with a runner on first and 2 out. Foul back out of play on the third base side. Left-handed batter standing forward in the batter's box. Fly ball right field. That's foul, not a play. Abby, the right fielder this afternoon. The 1-2 pitch. Foul back out of play this way. We're waiting for a ball to get back into the umpire. Ball. Clarkston's pushed across 4 runs in this inning. It's now 10-0. Fly ball, right field. Foul over the fence. She got a hold of it, just pulled it a little too far. It was 200 mark and cleared it with ease. Strikes, 2 out and runner on first. Here in the top of the 3rd. Got her on strikes. So Clarkston strikes for 4. We are going to the bottom of the 3rd, and Clarkston's got a 10-0 lead. The Dragons going to have to push some runs across. They've been able to do very little against Olivia Warrington. Abigail Maresh will lead off, followed by Courtney Culp and Tessa Nuss. At this time, Coach Troy has just got to tell them, relax. We're going to do, we do it one batter at a time. But you can see a reason why Clarkston's rated #1 in the state. They are attacking all the time. Abby Maresh steps in. She's the designated player today. Clarkston stays in tight at the corners. Second base and shortstop in front of the bag, right over her head. And they're saying it nicked her helmet, so she's going to be on hit by a pitch. That brings up Courtney Culp. I'm sorry, Tessa Noose is up. Courtney will not bat today. That's right. So Tessa is up. She walked in the 1st and was out on a force. Fly ball left field. It's going to drop. Abigail Maresh around 3rd. Here comes Tessa. And that is called an inside the park home run. The ball just got away from the left fielder, hit near the foul line, went into foul territory, and by the time they were able to corral it and get it back in, Tessa was around 3rd and heading home. Eden Bowes is up. She sacrificed back in the 1st. Swing and a miss. Evens the count 1-1. Dragons kicking up their heels here in the bottom of the third. Ball low. Two balls, one strike, nobody out. Pop up on the right side. Second base person, number 12, Sierra Kirsten, comes in to make the catch. That's one down. Susan Bilecki steps in. She struck out in the first. Strike one on the outside part of the plate. Foul back out of play. No balls, two strikes. Olivia Warrington's not making any pretense of wanting to change speeds at all. She's just coming back and bringing it. Another foul back out of play. No balls, two strikes. Dragons have 2 runs in this inning. Another foul back out of play on the first base side. We'll have a little pause while we get some more balls into the umpire. Umpire only carries about 3 balls in his side pouch. And when those get out of play, we got to wait till they bring them back in. Another foul back out of play. So Susan Bilecki hanging in there. She's got a count, no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases are clear. Got her on strikes. That's so Haley Melchert steps in. Haley's 1 for 1. She's on with nobody on and 2 out. Swing and a miss. Olivia Warrington delivers. Foul back out of play. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. And a 2-strike pitch. Foul back here. Another foul back. Haley in there hanging tough. As we said earlier, Olivia Warrington is just flat bringing it. Off-speed pitch finally, and that's fouled back. Cassidy Carson on deck if Haley can keep it alive. Ball low. One ball, 2 strikes. First and third, even with the bag. Base hit. No, foul down the left field line. She turned around on one and just pulled it a little too far. Ball outside. Two balls, two strikes, two out here in the third. Ball high, fills the count up. Time called while the umpire dusts off home plate. Base hit. Base hit to straightaway center field. Naya Ansel came in on the ball and just got it on a short hop. So Haley Melcher keeps the inning alive, and Cassidy Carson steps in. Cassidy singled her first time up. Ball high. Haley scorched that ball over the head of the pitcher and just died in front of the center fielder. Little pop fly in the left field, caught by the left fielder. Caught by number 14, Olivia Gilmore. Dragons strike for two. We've played three. It's 10-2. Hey, by the way, ONTV has launched its brand new internet radio station. You can create your own podcast, radio show, or sign up to become a DJ. For more information on the radio station, which has gotten a lot of people in, give us a call at 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060. And in that vein, go mobile with ONTV anytime. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube on your mobile devices. Connect with ONTV to see what's happening in our studio, see upcoming events, and watch ONTV programs in high definition on demand. ONTV, working to bring Lake Orion to the world.
Today, Eric Almirola behind the wheel in that 43 car.
We all have a role to play here at Richard Petty Motorsports. We respect each other, work hard, and that helped us get the big win in Daytona. My partners in the U.S. Air Force also know that it takes a team to make each mission a success. Your coworkers, family, and friends are your team. Treat them with respect, and together you can accomplish great things. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
We've played three. Leading off the top of the fourth for Clarkston is the pitcher, Olivia Warrington. She's 1 for 2. Ground ball up the hole into right center field. First pitch swinging and a single to start the fourth.
Off the bat, number 26,
Hannah Chadwell steps in. Hannah's had a two singles and two plate appearances. First one was a nice bunt single. Shortens up to bunt and gets hit. So she'll take a base. That puts two runners on, and nobody out.
Next up, number 9, Anna Skvars.
Anna Skvars steps in. Anna's had a single and safe on an error in 2 plate appearances. Courtney delivers. Bunt down the first baseline, foul. Runners will retreat. So we talked earlier that Clarkston just attacks and attacks and attacks, and you're seeing it here. You make a mistake, you're going to pay for it. Count evens at 1-1. Peyton Shadiah in close at third. Bunt foul. Makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bethany Gardner in tight at first with 2 strikes. They'll play back now. The threat of the bunt is gone. Ball low. Evens the count, 2-2. Base hit up the middle. That'll get a run in. Safe at the plate. Good job, number 11. As soon as I can find my Clarkston roster. Number 11, Mary Gallagher, was the pinch runner, and she did a great job of getting a slide outside the plate and just getting a hand in to score the run. So Abby Tolmie is up. She was out pitcher to first in the first, popped to the second, lined out to third, and was hit by a pitch in the third. So we have runners at first and second. Bunt, and a good one, and there's no play. Okay, we're going to try to find a ruling. What happened? Did the ball hit her? Okay. A ball hit her when she was out of the box, so she's out. And Hannah Katie steps up. Line drive into left center field. That'll get a run in. And that's all. They'll get one across. That brings up runners at first and third. I'm sorry, second and third. It's a double for Hannah Katie. We have a pinch runner in at second base. Number 2, Hannah Workman. Sierra Kirsten at the plate. She's had a bunt single, was hit by a pitch, and popped to short. Or lined to short. So runners at second and third with one out. And that nicked her. So that'll load them up.
Next up, number 5, Paige Blevins.
Paige Blevins, the shortstop, steps in. She was out on a fielder's choice. Little number back to the pitcher. She comes home for one, and she dropped the ball. Oh. She was called out. But Susan Bilecki dropped the ball, and it was either screened from the umpire or it happened after. Yeah. She must have dropped it after she tagged the plate. So that'll go out 1-3. And still leaves the bases loaded.
Next up, number 7, Nia Ansel.
Nia Ansel steps in. She's had 2 singles and a fly to center. Another fly to center, going back to the wall and caught. Clarkston strikes for 2. We're going to the bottom of the 4th, and Clarkston is up 12-2. We said it earlier, you give them a chance and they will make you pay for it. And you've seen it with hit batsmen that come around to score. And Olivia Warrington has struck out 4 today. Peyton Shadiah will lead it off for the Dragons. I think we finally got the Clarkston lineup set.
Off the bat for the Dragons, number 28, third baseman, Peyton Shadiah.
Peyton sacrificed in the 2nd inning. Takes a strike to lead off here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. So a quick no ball, 2 strike count on the leadoff hitter. Foul back out of play, up against the screen. Clarkston in at the corners. Ground ball off the shortstop. No play. That'll be an E6. And the Dragons have the leadoff hitter on. Bethany Gardner steps in. Bethany struck out in her only plate appearance back in the 2nd. She stands in with a runner on first, nobody out, takes a pitch high. 1 ball, no strikes. Little looper caught by the first baseman in foul territory. That'll be and Peyton returns to first base. Erin Schrader steps in. She was a strikeout victim back in the second. Shortens the bunt. Takes a ball low. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Foul back out of play. Evens the count 1-1. Clarkston in tight at first and third. Ball low. Outfield straight up, medium depth. Foul back against the screen. Count even, 2-2. Little Nubber fouled down the third baseline. Dragons would like to push a couple more across. Little looper into left field. It's going to drop. Got to play at third. And Peyton got caught in a rundown. She got aggressive, tried to make third. There was no way she was going to make it. By the time she realized it and tried to return to second, they got her in a rundown. That'll go 7-5-4. So Abby Maresh stands in. She was hit by a pitch back in the third. Runner on first now, 2 out. Base hit up the middle. Erin Schrader has stopped at second. So Dragons have 2 on and 2 out. Tessa Nuss steps in. Tessa walked and at her last at bat hit an inside the park home run down the left field line. Hot shot back to the pitcher. She throws to first and the inning's over. Dragons strike. Dragons do not strike. We have played 4. It is still 12-2 for Clarkston. Be sure to tune in to replays of your favorite games right here on Orion Neighborhood Television. Tune in Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 1 p.m. for the most current games in our lineup. Games are also replayed throughout the week, so check our program guide on our webpage at ONTV.org for the replay times that best fit your viewing schedule. Also, visit our YouTube link for games on demand. That's www.ONTV.org.
Vision loss is not something that you feel until it happens.
Most people lose their vision from diseases like macular degeneration and glaucoma, not at birth.
3 million Americans have glaucoma, and half don't even know it.
11 million people in the United States have macular degeneration.
So many eye disorders can be treated if caught early. Make a plan today to get your eyes checked.
Visit brightfocus.org to learn more.
Well, going into the top of the fifth, the main thing for the Dragons to do is stop the bleeding. A 1-2-3 inning would be huge for this Lady Dragon team. Abby Barta will lead it off for Clarkston. She's had 2 walks and a strikeout today. Umpires having a little conference down the first baseline. And Courtney Culp hasn't pitched bad today. There's a base hit to left field. First pitch swinging. Abby Barta has her first hit of the afternoon.
Next up, number 22, Olivia Warrington.
Olivia Warrington, she's 2 for 3 today, 2 singles and a fly or pop to shortstop. A bunt and a good one. That'll be a 1-3 sacrifice.
Next up, number 26, Hannah Chadwell.
Hannah Chadwell steps in. She's 2 for 2 and hit by a pitch today. Pop up. Second base, got it. Haley Melchert had to wait for that one to come down. So that's 2 out here in the top of the fifth. Anna Skvar steps in. He's had 2 singles today and safe on an error. Ball outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Runner on second and 2 out. Hot shot speared by Bethany Gardner at first. So the Dragons get out of the inning with no damage, 1 base runner stranded. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 12-2. I know they got a runner on base, but that was a huge, huge inning for the Dragon defense. Eden Bowes will lead it off. You're going to the bottom of the fifth. Eden Bowes is only a sophomore. She'll be around here for a long time. Dragons have 4 seniors on their staff. Mostly made up of juniors. So Eden Bowes steps in here in the bottom of the fifth. Eden's 0 for 1. Takes a strike. She popped to second her last time up. Ball high. Evens the count at 1-1. Ball low. Makes the count 2-1. Leading off here in the bottom of the fifth. Another ball low, makes the count 3-1. Home plate umpire is a little slow. There's a strike, fills the count up at 3-2. Our home plate umpire is a little slow with his signals. Foul, back out of play. Eden hangs in there. Full count. Susan Bilecki will bat next. Little looper to first base, and the first out of the inning. Susan Bilecki, she struck out twice today, last time swinging. Strike right down the middle. Little number down the third baseline, taken by the third baseman, throw to first. Got her. Hannah Chadwell came in, picked that up, and fired it over to first. So Haley Melchert comes up with 2 out. Nobody on. Line drive right up the middle, base hit. No doubt about that one. She scorched that. Cassidy Carson will step in. She's 1 for 2. Singled in the second, flew to left in the third. She's on with 1 on and 2 out. Ball high and away. Strike 2. I'm sorry, evens the count 1-1. Ball low and away. Ball low, makes the count 3-1. Olivia Warrington tried to change speeds that time, just got it a little low and gets this one outside for a walk. The Dragons have 2 on with 2 out.
Next up, number 28, third baseman,
Peyton Shadiah steps in. Peyton sacrificed in the second. Safe on an error in the fourth, and then was out trying to score on a base hit. She stands in with 2 on and 2 out. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball outside. Ground ball to third. Steps on the bag, and the Dragons are out. Hot shot to Hannah Caldwell. She just had to step on the bag. So the Dragons strand 2. We played 5. It's 12-2 Clarkston. Have you ever wanted to make your own TV show or operate a camera for a live sporting event very similar to what our crew is doing today? Well, Orion Neighborhood Television can make it happen. Your first step, though, is to sign up for orientation. It's free and offers you a look behind the scenes of Orion Neighborhood Television. Call 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060. And we will remind you, video classes. When you come to look at ONTV, we will tell you that video classes now. Reserve your seat today. Learn the basics of studio and field production with Orion Neighborhood Television staff of video professionals. We offer hands-on instruction in a fun atmosphere. Orion residents pay only $10. Call ONTV to find out more at 248-693-3377 or 248-393-1060 or visit our webpage at ONTV.org. And I believe because of the run disparity that this game has been called, the Clarkston Wolves come in and put it to the Lake Orion Dragons 12-2. When you have a team like that, we talked about it during the game, if you're going to make a mistake, they'll capitalize on it. And it showed today, and it showed why Clarkston is the #1 team in the state. That'll wrap it up for us today. For our producer, Joey Tysick, our entire Orion Neighborhood Television crew, I'm Doug Corliss. Thank you for watching. Good night, everyone.